Hey guys, it's Boris. Today we're going to take you on a drive on Orange Grove Boulevard. It's a pretty famous street in Pasadena. We're going to start on the eastern end, which is at the point where Sierra Madre and Rosemead and Orange Grove meet, and we're going to go west all the way to the end. It actually goes west north of the 210 freeway, and then it curves south, and it ends in South Pasadena. Beautiful street, interesting road. Hope you enjoy the drive. All right, so here we go. This is the start of Orange Grove Boulevard here. We're gonna make a left here, and we're gonna be going westbound. As you can see on the sign there, it says Rosemead Boulevard to the right. So this is really the beginning of Orange Grove, or the end of Orange Grove on the east side. All right, well, here we go. On the corner here, there is a library. It's one of the libraries in Pasadena. And this street changes quite a bit. We're going through a mid-priced area here right now in the Eaton Canyon Wash, or Eaton Wash area of Pasadena here. There is a dog park on the left side, which we are just passing right now. I think it's one of two dog parks in Pasadena. Really nice dog park. I used to take my dog there. There is another park here on the left-hand side, and also on the right-hand side. I can't remember the name of the park, but it's a park. Okay. Now we are at the intersection of Sierra Madre Boulevard. Pasadena High School is right here on our right-hand side. If we were to make a right turn, half a block up on the left-hand side is Pasadena High School. There is a Catholic school here, right on the corner here of Sierra Madre, on the southwest corner, as you can see there. And we are continue going westbound on Orange Grove Boulevard here. The next major street that we're going to hit here is Altadena, I believe here. And if we were to make a right here on Altadena, we would get to a park, which is actually the park where they park the Rose Bowl. What do you call them? The Rose Bowl parade cars. After the parade's over, and they park them there for a couple of days, and after that they get rid of them. So we just passed that. You can see on the street, hopefully it's not going too quickly, there's some pretty large houses here. We got a lot of 2,500 to 3,000 square foot size houses, fairly good sized lots. Really nice street. You know, you've got a lot of construction from the 1900s to the 1930s here. A lot of old Spanish style homes. The only negative to this street here is that, as you can see at this time, you got a fair amount of traffic. A lot of the sometimes when the 210 is overpacked, people jump on either here, Orange Grove, or Walnut, or Foothill, which run parallel to the 210 freeway. So it's a way to get around the 210 bottleneck sometimes. So that's one of the cons of living on the street. But for most of the day, when it's not morning or rush hour afternoon time, it's a wide street with not a lot of traffic, so it's not too bad. And on the weekends, it's very nice. Passing Allen Avenue right now, one of the major streets that cuts through or intersects with Orange Grove here. Allen does provide an on-ramp to the 210 freeway in both directions. And this next major intersection here is Hill. Hill, again, major street in Pasadena, also provides on-ramps and off-ramps to the 210 freeway. So now we are approaching from an eastbound direction. We are this is Chester Street that we're crossing. Chester is the start of the Bungalow Heaven area, which is to the right of us. So from Chester all the way up to Mentor, which is another couple of blocks here, is kind of the original area that was designated as Bungalow Heaven, which you can see on another video that I've created somewhere on my channel. It's called Bungalow Heaven Driving Tour. Check it out when you get a chance. It's kind of brief, but I don't do all of the streets, but I do a few of them just to give you an idea of what those bungalows look like, even though some of them have changed over the years, because a lot of those were constructed between 1900 and 1930-ish. And as you know, people like to bring their homes up to more modern look and feel. Street that I'm going to do another driving tour on from north to south. Beautiful street. As you can see, there's some road work going on here. This part, in the past, it's kind of been more gentrified in the last few years, but it used to be more the Hispanic area here. More the, we have a lot of Mexican families that lived here in the past for many years. This part of Pasadena, as well as the east part of Pasadena, back in when it's in its earlier, more segregated days, if you would. Passing Madison right now. And now we are coming upon Los Robles Avenue. Okay, we're still going westbound on Orange Grove Boulevard. We're just passing Garfield. Fair Oaks, yes, Fair Oaks. And the thing about Fair Oaks here, there is a Vallarta supermarket. It's a Mexican supermarket with a lot of Mexican products here on the left-hand side. They have like this juice bar with these jugos or aguas juices, fruit juices. They're amazing, really, really great. Get hooked on those, but I gotta lower my sugar intake. So we continue. We are crossing now Lincoln Avenue, and on the left-hand side of Lincoln, there's this big white building. It's a U.S. Post Office processing center, so that's what it is. We're bridge now. Now we're going to be going over the 210 northbound, because the 210 goes from east to west and then eventually north. So we're going over that right now. And as we cross here, we're getting into another part of Pasadena, which you will see is a very it's a little bit more upscale area. You have some higher-end townhouses on the left-hand side here, condos, townhouses, etc. And on the right-hand side, you've got this landmark, if you will. This is the maybe one of the more famous craftsman houses, or examples of a craftsman house on the right-hand side here. You probably couldn't see it. And that is the Gamble House. I always forget the name for some reason. But we are approaching the part of Orange Grove where we meet. We're going to go over the 134 freeway right now, but right past that, we're going to meet up with Colorado Boulevard, which is the intersection where the Rose Parade starts. So and the next light here is Colorado Boulevard, the world famous intersection. This part of Pasadena has some massive turn-of-the-century mansions here. This is the corner of Green Street, which I'm going to do a video on here shortly. Green Street, beautiful, narrow street in Pasadena that runs east to west or west to east, and it's full of commerce, little restaurants and boutiques, and it's shady. It looks like something out of your anyways, this part of Orange Grove is surrounded by large townhouses, a lot of them constructed in the 50s and 60s. Still, we've got some old mansions from the 1880s in between here. Really gorgeous area, large lots, a lot of green lawns, beautiful older trees. I've always loved the stretch of Orange Grove here. And it continues like this for another half mile, then we're going to hit the 110 freeway. The 110 freeway is one of the main ways that people in Pasadena get to downtown LA. They'll take the street often, jump on the 110 west, and get to downtown LA. We are at the intersection here of California Boulevard, another historic street. I will do another tour on California. California is the street where the major facilities, or the facade for Cal State or Caltech is located. You know, the famous Caltech University, the large brain trust of the West Coast is here. Well, Berkeley as well, but I think mainly here. We like to think that. Oh, and by the way, at this point, we've actually made a curve on Orange Grove, and we're in a southbound direction right now. I don't know if you can tell by the position of the sun. But anyways, a lot of these townhouses that you see on the street here, they're very large. Some of them are apartments actually, but a lot of them are townhouses, or the form of legal ownership of a townhouse is really a condominium. That's what they look like on paper. It will say condominium, but the type of structure is in the form of a townhouse, you know, with 2 or 3 stories. And I would say roughly a starting number for a low-end townhouse in this particular part of Pasadena, probably in the $600,000 range, with a monthly HOA fee of roughly $400 to $500, depending on amenities. Though honestly, a lot of these older complexes don't have a lot in the way of amenities. A lot of them probably don't have pools or spas. A lot of the amenities might just include some groundskeeping, maintenance, things like that, and hopefully some off-street parking, because Pasadena, you cannot park overnight on the street. In some places permitted with overnight parking. They make it easy for you to buy parking permits, but they don't encourage overnight parking here, that's for sure. It has its pros and cons, and honestly, with the development of ADUs, that's accessory dwelling units that are being facilitated by the state of California now, I'm not sure how Pasadena is going to come around to making it easier for people to park on the street, but it's something that they need to do, because you cannot have, extra units without a way for people to park off the street, or people to park on the street. I think you know what I'm saying. Anyways, making a slight right turn here, and we're narrowing into one street. I shouldn't talk while I'm driving, it's dangerous. Don't do this at home. We're going a little bit down a hill right now, and to the right is going to be the on-ramp entrance to the 110 freeway that I mentioned a little while ago. This is South Pasadena at this point. Beautiful, beautiful area. Old trees, old homes, very well maintained. South Pasadena is expensive. If you think Pasadena has low inventory of homes, you should check out South Pasadena. Obviously, it's smaller, so there's less homes to be had, but it's very desirable, and it's a little bit closer to downtown LA. A lot of people find Pasadena a desirable residential area to live in if they have to commute to the downtown Los Angeles area. It really is a gorgeous thing. I'll have to do another video just on the amenities that Pasadena has. But anyways, we are getting to the end here of Orange Grove, and it ends on Mission Street.